Christmas time is here once again, and we've got happiness and cheer in the form of two items, both of them commemorating a very fun moment in the classic Charlie Brown Christmas TV special. So let's examine one of these in November and one in December as a special two-part Christmas episode of Terrific TV Toys. This item is truly magnificent because it combines two of my very favorite things in the world, Snoopy and Uno. It is indeed a Snoopy UNO set, and like the item we looked at last month, it commemorates that moment in a Charlie Brown Christmas when Snoopy decorated his doghouse and entered the contest, the Christmas decorating contest, and won with this garishly decorated doghouse, much more garish than what you see here if you've seen that Christmas special, which is more than 50 years old, as we mentioned last month in when we talked about the Christmas ornament that looks a lot like this. So I found this at the a toy show that I go to every year. It happens the Saturday after Thanksgiving in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and it's a really nice big toy show at the fairgrounds in Kalamazoo. Inside though, nice and warm, and lots of goodies there. I've never, in going like 4 or 5 years in a row with my friends Andrea and Don, I have never gone away empty-handed. I always find something very exciting and cool there. And I think I found this 2 years ago, if I remember right. I don't think it was last year, but I think it might have been 2015. I paid $5 for it, just as you see here, not in the box, not sealed or anything like that, but just here with a rubber band around it, because one thing, as noted online, when I looked this up just now, other people who own this, I think on the Amazon page, had noted that it doesn't actually click shut or stay shut, so you need a rubber band around it. But look at this case. Is this not a cool case? Very unique for an Uno card set. And I paid $5, which was a really good deal considering when I opened it up, if I remember right, I think the cards were still in plastic. They had not been used, even though the case was opened. But you can see these are all unique custom cards. If you're into Uno, you know what all these cards mean. You've got the 4 different colors, and you've got different images on each one, and they're just adorable. Oh gosh, they're just so wonderful. All the different characters, Linus and Snoopy, of course. There's that doghouse again, only it's yellow in that image, and just with a wreath. But there he is with his typewriter because, you know, he is writing the great American novel and all that. Lucy, Charlie Brown, and Linus. So yeah, lots of great cards, and it functions as a regular Uno deck. Now, also, if you're into Uno, you know there's about 1,000 variations out there of Uno decks, and I love them. I love how that's really branched out in recent years, being an Uno connoisseur and all. And this particular deck has one special card in it. Otherwise, it functions with the same rules as a regular Uno deck. And let me find what that is. It's got the regular wild cards in it, but then it's got a wild card called Happy Holiday. Now, when I bought this, I believe 2 years ago, I went online and I tried to find the friggin' meaning of this card because I didn't get the rules with this card set. And just as an example, I own a set of Uno cards from the Christian Bale Batman movies. I think they're from, are they from the one with the Joker? Yeah, they're from like maybe the first or second of the 3 Christian Bale Batman movies. Maybe, well, I can't remember. But anyways, we call them the Justice Uno cards because they have a special wild card. Like they have the 4 regular wild cards, they have the 4 draw 4 wild cards, but then they have 4 of the special card. And what happens, as an example, when you set down what they call the Justice card, you keep 1 card from your hand, you say Uno, and then you hand out the rest of your cards to the other players one at a time, you know, around the table until you're all out of cards, except for that one that you still have in your hand. And then everybody has one more turn to try to take you out before you go out of the game. So that's that special rule, and it has created hours and hours of fun for my family members and a few friends that play Uno with me, because it is like one of my favorite games, and my brother loves it, and everybody I know loves playing it. So I'm thinking, what does this card mean? And I get online and I search all over the friggin' place. And I did find it at one point after a pretty exhaustive search. There was one website that had it, and because I didn't write it down and because I didn't bookmark it or anything, it's gone. And I just looked for it again and I can't find it anywhere. So if you have the rule set for this pack of cards, and you know what the player does when they play this Happy Holiday card, please comment below. I figure there's so many variations of Uno nowadays, and a lot of the card decks do have a special card like that each do different things. But, in a case like this, if you've got this deck, you really can designate what you do with that card. Like one popular thing, if you have the Uno spin game, there's a spot on that spinning wheel that says switch your hands to the left, and that's one of my favorite Uno rules. And so you could say, oh, okay, when you play the Happy Holiday card, you switch your cards to the left. See, there's a regular wild card. So, you can really designate what you want if you don't know what the heck the rule is. So there's the draw fours. I was going to say, where were the draw fours in here? Very colorful cards. So, yeah, those are, besides that special card, a regular Uno deck. And we have played with this one a few times, so the cards don't have much wear on them. They're still pretty new, and I really only get them out at Christmas time. But we're so busy, basically, being hardcore Uno people. We're busy with the Uno Spin. We're busy with the Uno Jackpot game. If you haven't seen that one, it is amazing because it allows you to make 8 special rules per game, and people can write them on cards and erase them later when you're tired of that rule or whatever. And we just play that one for hours and hours. So yeah, there's enough other Uno variations that I don't get these out very often. I will point out on the back, it's got a little bit of verbiage. These cards seem to be dated 2008. There's a 2007 copyright for Mattel, and then there's a 2008 copyright for Fundex Games, and then it's got the website fundexgames.com, made in China. So I'm going to call it 2008 for this card set. That is wonderful. And it's got a baby on top of his house. And I just love him so much. So, again, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I hope this holiday season is just wonderful. And we look forward to great things in 2018. Thanks for watching.